Let's talk about hip hop, dude. Everybody
sir.
knows you love hip hop. What did
Yes,
you
sir.
first love in hip hop? What did you first fall in love with it?
I was in primary school. We were on a bus because all the kids had to take the same bus. And
Black privilege.
my sister, my middle sister, Azola, she was in high school. And so the high school people sat at the back and we were sitting in the front, the primary school kids. But I also have a cousin. His name is Sly. So he's actually a radio jock on Umhlobo Wenene as we speak. So Lomjita had an LP in his hand.
Yeah.
So I always used to
Please describe what an LP is. For
a vinyl,
my
guys.
2000.
A vinyl, the big square thing, guys, that gets played with a needle. That thing. You'll cut away to a vinyl in the interview. So I always was used to the vinyls because my dad, I saw them with my father, and I was always interested in the artwork of vinyls as well. But my dad's artwork, my dad's vinyls was obviously mature people. So when I saw my cousin Uslaiso holding this vinyl, it had this guy with a Kango hat with rings and chains and a tracksuit, and it was LL Cool J.
Wow.
Mama said, knock you out.
Yeah.
At that time, I didn't know. But then I was like, but my dad has these things, but old people are on the covers. Who's this young guy? And now that I know, he was 16 at the time.
I remember that cover.
You know what I mean?
Wasn't it red?
It was red. Yeah. So then I was like, yo. Then he walked me home because I was so interested in this thing. And I said to him, I want to play it and hear it. So then we played it. And that was the first time I was like, Mama said, knock you out. Oh, my 9 is easy to load.
Hey.
Oh, damn it. I was like, yo,
Yep.
the bug bit me. And ever since then, I've been on hip hop.
Were you high or were you sober?
I was in primary school. I only touched weed. My first time I smoked was when Xhosa niggas go to the bush. And then kuthiwa ngumphumo, that's the day you're going out.
Oh,
The bush. So the day before, you don't sleep. So the day before umphumo wami, my dad.
So
was
you've been to
there,
the mountains?
I've been to the mountains.
Yeah.
And that's when
Join
we
the club.
smoked. Yes, sir. My dick pretty. Peel back. Top off. You understand me? So that's when I smoked for the first time with my dad before Umpomo, and then I knew that I was gonna do this forever. Then I didn't smoke for a long time, so I was like 18 then. Then I didn't smoke for a long time, and I only touched weed again when I was like 23.
So here's this LL Cool J guy, you vibing, and then what happens? Where does it take you from there?
And then I was like, oh shit, what is this? So Sliso, who was an avid hip hop guy at the time, was like, I got a lot more of this shit if you're into it. Then NWA came my way. And I was so fascinated about these guys saying bitch, fuck, ho.
Who made NWA?
It was literally Dr. Dre and Ice Cube, bro.
Nah,
but
they
the
were the
guy
run-
that put the attitude in those niggas was Eazy-E with that voice of his. And he actually lived the life. You know what I mean? The words were written for him, but he lived the fucking life. So after NWA, I was like, God damn, it was better than watching an action movie.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what I loved about hip hop, because at the time in South Africa, you never saw successful black men. So you saw all this gold, the dress code, the cars. You're like, man, I want some of this in my life, you know? And then after that, DMX came along, Tupac before DMX, you know. Oh man,
that's when I was starting to get introduced to hip hop.
Man,
Tupac.
that shit changed my
first
fucking
song I ever
life,
heard was
bro.
Dear Mama.
Dear Mama.
Yeah.
That changed my life, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, this guy is amazing.
Yeah.
Is amazing.
And then locally,
I was a huge fan of Mischief. I remember seeing Mischief for the first time and I was like, damn, this nigga is nice. I was a huge fan of Double HP.
Yeah.
You know, I was a huge fan of Proverb. I remember I was in
Letter
Durban.
to my ex.
My dude, remember when he used to compete in the rhyme battles when Fat Joe was still doing the drive show on Metro FM.
Yeah.
I was in tertiary at the time doing basketball. So I used to be at the gym trying to get bulkier because I was such a small guy. And that's when I first heard Proverb. They used to play that show, Yaga Fat Joe, on the regular. And he used to have the rap battle where if he won, he'd stay on and take on the next contender.
Yeah.
And Proverb stayed on for like 6 weeks. If it's not 6 months, You know, this guy was killing it. And that's when he got the job. Then he came to Joburg and then he got a job at Metro FM as well.
Yeah.
Started producing. I also remember Specs. I also remember
Dukes, I'm sure.
Tuk Singanga. Definitely. I couldn't hear what he was saying, but fuck. I love the acrobatics that he was doing with his tongue, you know? And I love the fact that he was real to his language. I remember the first time I heard Questa petting the Nganes really daycare. I remember that line. It was great. And also Tumi, T from the V.
Yeah.
I remember seeing him in Durban at a place called the Bat Center. And after his show, I was like so mesmerized by this guy. I'm like, how the fuck do you do this? And he was sitting on a bench, just taking it all in, de-sweaterizing himself. And then I walked up to him like, yo, dog, like one day I'm gonna be a good friend of yours just because you do this thing so well and I admire you. And I always tell him the story because now we're actually good friends. I emceed his wedding.
Wow.
And he's like, yeah, man. And he's like, yo. For me, I always knew the power of words and I always knew the power of thought because it always happened. The things I thought always happened. The things I said always happened.
Yeah.
So shout outs to the hip hop artists, man. Squatter. Fuck. How can we forget Squatter Camp?
Yeah.
Kuku Function.
Yeah,
You know, the Rao Rao.
Yeah.
Damn, that shit was crazy.
I got laid because of Squatter Camp.
Hey!
Remember, I think I was at Rand Show. Remember when YFM used to do those shows at the Rand Show? During Easter, I think. And then Squatter was on and they played Tap That Ass.
I remember.
Girl, I'll tap that ass.
I was there for that Rand show.
Is it? Yeah.
I was there.
So I was with the honey and then I'm like, hey.
Showcase and you tapped.
Straight up, dog.
Nice one.
Straight up, man.